welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a short review and a coil build on the new, well, not new now, but it used to be the Herakles RTA Mini. And yeah, so new RTA review and build. So let's go ahead and go down and start building, and I'll tell you all about it. Okay, so here we are, the Herakles RTA Mini. And I've already taken this part off because it was a little bit of a pain. So we're going to go ahead and look at this, and we open it up, and as you can see, there's the RTA in here. It actually comes with some specifications and instructions on how to do it yourself and how to build on it, some little pictures, information. As you can see, it comes with a spare glass. In this tube, you will get some O-rings, an extra 510 pin, an Allen key, screwdriver, and of course the glass, and a lot of other little goodies that usually come with it. And the star of the show is the RTA Mini. So here we go. It's got a very nice wide bore 510 drip tip, and you can take this off, just unscrew it. It also comes with a 510 drip tip adapter in the packaging, so you can put that in and fit any 510 drip tip. I actually like the wide bore drip tip, so I will be leaving this on. And then it's got the juice fill holes here on top. They're pretty nice size. They're not too big or not really big, but they're big enough to get some juice in there. So that's the juice fill. And then we'll go ahead and look down here. If you notice down here, I don't know if you're used to RTAs or not, but usually the juice flow holes are really small and round. These are massive. It's massive, and there's one on the one side, one on the other side, and it's massive juice flow. And you can close it off and you can open it. Remember, on RTAs, whenever you're going to fill your e-liquid, you have to have this juice flow closed. If you do not close it, you will get leaking. That's very, very important. So you definitely want to keep it closed and open it up once you've already secured the top on here. On the bottom, you've actually got 4 different airflow holes all the way around. It's actually called a quad adjustable airflow, so that's awesome on this as well. So you're going to have massive airflow and juice flow capacity, so that's great. The juice flow is amazing. So once you open this up, then we'll look at the build deck. Let's look at that. Take that off. It's just the top of it. And here's the build deck. 2 really big airflow holes here. It's got the Velocity style 2-post deck. And if you notice, it's got a little ring similar to what the Griffin had. You do not have to take it off for wicking purposes, because if you notice, your wicking is going to go here. So you're basically going to share both wicks, from one from each side, are going to fit down the same hole. You don't have to worry about if you put it in a little hole. It's a big area, and you just put it in there together and everything's going to be great. So it should make wicking very, very easy for you. Above all else, it's got great air. I mean, look at the airflow. The airflows, and it's got the quad airflow openings on the bottom. And here, you're going to have massive airflow. So I think that you'd really enjoy this. If you're looking for an RTA or your first RTA, this I think would be a very, very good starter, especially with the wicking being so easy. Whereas some others are a little bit harder, where to put the wicking and the cotton, and do you put it all the way down? Do you put a little bit? So I think that that's going to help you out a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started and do just a simple build on this. And what I'm going to first do, which I usually forget, is to unscrew the little I forgot the word for it. We're gonna unscrew them and open up. Look at how big those holes are. You can fit pretty much a lot of different types of builds. It doesn't have to be just regular round wire. You can do alien wire, different wires. It's really great. Go ahead, and you always want to make sure that you have them open so that you can fit the wires in. Go ahead and open this more. And that's good. And we're going to go ahead and put it on here now. Psst. Shady, no. My dog trying to get in the other living room. I'm just going to screw this down on my Coil Master 521 Mini, which is a great help. You can read your ohms as well as do the pulsing to heat up your coils as well. So that's awesome. So we'll put that there. And what I'm going to use today is I'm actually using some Demon Killer. This is the alien wire. They call it alien wire. Some people call it fused Clapton. I'm going to go with what they're saying. And it comes like this in a roll. And if you order this Demon Killer wire, which I'll leave a link below, it even comes with some cotton in the bottom. So that's good also, especially for newer builders. And then you just take some off, and we're going to cut about 6 inches each for our 2 coils. And I do like wrapping my own. I was going to have them pre-wrapped, but I think that part of my review that people really like is the fact that I do everything on camera, opposed to doing it off camera and already having it done. So if there's any mistakes, it's for you. I'm going to cut another piece here, and then we'll just put that in there. There we go, put that away. And what I'm doing is I'm actually going to use a 3mm bit. So I've got my Coil Master jig out, and it's already got the 3mm size on here. And we're going to go ahead and start repping it. And I'm going to do about 5 to 6 reps. To make it easy for newer builders, it comes with these little holes. Mine are a little scraped up. You just put it in here, and it actually helps you wrap a little bit better. Easier, it helps you hold it. And there's 1 wrap, 2 wraps, 3 wraps, 4 wraps, 5 wraps. Let's see. We'll do 6 wraps. See how that looks. Oops. So far out of camera. So let's see. Yes, that looks like it's going to be good. And I'm going to pull it off. And I'm going to turn it around, put it back on, and just straighten that out. In the background, excuse the noise, but that's my granddaughter. She's playing her games. But she's being a good girl, so we'll leave her alone. So there we go. There's one. And then I'll go ahead and make the other one a little bit quicker without too much explanation, so we can try to get done a little bit faster for you. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And open that up. Okay. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I do take that off, and I use a screwdriver to put them on. And that's just to hold it in place. It does nothing for it. It's just to hold it in place. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and put the first one in. We're going to do bottom on the left, top on the right. I'm trying to do it so that you can see it. Yeah, can you see? Yeah. And just pull them through. There you go. There's one. Oops. Should have loosened this one up just a little bit more. They were built in big holes, but you have to have it open enough to put them in. So there we go. We've got those 2 in. So I'm going to tighten that down. And it doesn't matter how they look when you first put them on, because you can straighten them up once you're doing the heating process and adjusting your coils. So that works out fine there. here just to hold it in place. It just holds it where I want it. I'll go ahead and put that one in. I'll tighten that one up. Not too tight, but tight enough. Take that out. And I got one done. Just gonna straighten it up just a little bit. And then we'll cut the leads. Oh, one of them's not tight enough. Oh, good. I tightened the wrong one over here. Cool. Yay. Like nobody else has ever done that. Yeah, I tightened the top one instead of the bottom one. So, of course, it's not going to be staying. So pull that one back out and try to tighten the right one. What do you say? You gotta have a little bit of a sense of humor when you're doing coil builds. If not, it can get a little frustrating. So we'll go ahead and straighten that out. Now it's gonna stay. Just push it over a little bit so it's even. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and cut the leads. Which I have to get new wire cutters because mine all of a sudden got really dull really quick. No, told you. Sometimes it cuts, sometimes it don't. I've got the one in there, as you can see. So go ahead and do the next one. Same way, up and down. Oops, I do it this way because I screw on the one on the right first. I'll put that one in here. See, when you open up the holes, they go in pretty easy, don't they? And then just tighten this one down. And then we're going to tighten this one down. And yes, I will be doing the right one. So yeah. Of course it only happens on camera. I could have edited it out, but let's be real here, okay? People mess up, people make mistakes, and it's not always perfect. Like finding the hole when you have the right end. Okay, so it's tightened. Go ahead and clip these leads. Make sure that you do not clip the wire. That's very important, or your other coil rather. So you want to pull it apart. Sorry, I have to. Don't want this hitting myself in the face. There we go. I told you I definitely need some new wire cutters. I'm gonna have to get them tomorrow because this is just not doing me any justice. Okay, so we've got those on there. We'll straighten out this one. Same way we did the other, just push it over. Push it over this way. I like them nice and together. And go move this a little bit more over the airflow so that they're about the same amount of distance. I'm very OCD, so excuse me. And there we go. This one's a little bit lower. This will make this one a little bit lower. All you do is just play with them to your liking. There is no right way, wrong way. As long as they're on there and they wick and they heat and everything, you're good. So here we go. Gonna go ahead and read it and see where we're at. 0.40, perfect. That's exactly what I was aiming for. And what we're gonna do is we're going to start heating up the coils and see how they heat up. Except for this, I need to bring out just a little bit more. And this one, bring it down a little bit more. Sorry, again, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and just start heating them up, see how they go. So we want them to glow from the inside out. That's what I'm looking to do. And we're just pulsing. You don't want to burn them. We're just going to pulse them and then we'll strum them as needed. Let's see how they go. starting to heat up. There we go, and we're going to strum them. You want some ceramic tweezers, and just strum them. Oh yes, they're getting there. Okay, so we've got them firing evenly, so we're going to go ahead and let that cool down for a second, and then we'll wick it. And let's go ahead, and I'm just going to use a cotton square for the wicking for this one. I've used cotton bacon, candy cotton, or cotton candy, cotton candy, let's see, and Kendo Vape cotton. So I've used different types of cotton, but for this one I'm actually just going to use the cotton sheets. And for the juice, we're going to be putting on the Milk Money strawberry milk today. And I actually just did a recent review on this, which I'll leave a link in the description below. Great flavor. If you like strawberry milk, you're gonna love this one. And this you can actually get at adrenalinevapors.com. And again, I'll leave that information down below. And let's get to wicking because that should be cooled down some. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull out a cotton square. That came apart. Of course, there's the rest of it. Let me just grab another one. There we go. I'm going to put this one back over here. And let's just get started with this. Okay, for me, I'm just going to stretch it out a little bit. I think it fluffs it up a little bit. So we're going to do that. And I do take off the top layer. The reason for this, to me, I think it makes it more fluffier. But, you know, to each his own. You can use it as is. There won't be any problem with that either. So I'm just going to go ahead and fluff this up a little bit. And then we'll cut a piece off. And we'll start wicking it. I might just need one, but just in case, I'm gonna cut another one. Because a lot of times you can use one for two pieces. It does work that way. So we'll go ahead and start twisting this up. And then we'll start wicking. Yeah, this is probably going to be enough for both sides, but we'll see once I get the one side in. And I do it from the inside out to try to make sure that it's even throughout the whole thing, and then twist up the ends. And we'll zoom in so we can go ahead and wick this. And what I'm going to do is just put one side through here and then pull it through. Of course, with my nails, sometimes it's not as easy. And there you go. Enough to go down into the well. And I'm going to snip it right here because that's about as long as the well is, if you can see here. I just want it to reach the bottom there and reach the bottom here. I'm just going to eyeball it real quick and we'll come back to it and do the other side. Probably not going to be able to use the same piece, so we'll do the other one. And do the same thing, just start rolling it from the inside out. And twist on the end and put it through. Sometimes my ends don't come out as thin as they need to be, so it's a little bit more difficult, but there we go. There we go. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, not too tight, not too loose. I'll go ahead and cut it off here again. Just eyeballing it. And down here. And eyeballing it. And we can always cut more off if we need it. What I do like to do is fluff them up. Fluff them up, fluff them. All four of them should be nice and fluffy. So I'm just gonna we go. Just giving it like a little brush just to make sure it's a little fluffy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it right there in that hole that we mentioned where the ring was. Just put it right there. Oops, totally out of camera, I'm sorry. And put it there. That's what they're for. The juice is going to hit here and then go up into your coils to heat your coils. So let's go ahead and do the other side. Just put it down in the ring. You can take the ring off if you want, but I will be honest with you, it is not the most enjoyable experience to put the ring back on. So this is the reason why I don't do it. It can make you very angry. So there we go. We've got them in there. So nice coils, reading at 0.40. Make sure that your cotton is not near your airflow. The reason for this is because if there's juices there on your cotton, it will go into the airflow, and you don't want that because then of course you're going to get leaking. So again, no cotton here, and the cotton is nice and in these juice flow holes, which you will be able to see once we put the top on. So let's go ahead and juice some of this up again with the strawberry milk. And what I like to do is actually pulse it while I'm putting the juice on. That way it soaks into the coil. And you'll see what I mean. You put on the juice and you just heat it up a little bit. It soaks right into the cotton. And I think that you get better flavor this way. I saw a reviewer do this one day and it has worked for me. And actually, like, literally juices from the inside out in the cotton that's in the coil. I'll go ahead, juice this up, some down here. Get your wicks all nice and wet. Not too wet, but nice and wet. Go ahead. Okay, and just share my cotton there. And make sure that it's right in here. Yep, nice and wet. There you go. And now all we need to do is put the top on it and fill it. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and screw on the top. Okay, so it's on there. Got off of here. Turn that off. Okay, and I'm going to put this on this mod. Juice flow is going to be closed once I put it on. Apparently they're watching something very funny because they're laughing about it. And I'm going to make sure that that's closed. Yep, all closed. Closed. And now we can fill it. So let's back up a little bit. And I'm just going to unscrew the top. Good thing is that it's got a lot of knurling right here so that you have something to grip with. And then just start filling it up. You can see it better. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and just see. And they're not huge juice channels, but or juice fill holes, but you can still put some juice in there. Look at that. Just make sure that you do it on either side, but not in the middle, because the middle will literally go straight to your coils, and it will go into your airflow and come right out. And then you will have severe leaking. Put the top back on this. And then once it's on, you're going to open this up so that you can see the cotton. If you can see, let's see there. See, now you can see the cotton on both sides. You see that air bubble? That means that it's actually breathing now, and the cotton is getting wet the right way. Whenever you see those bubbles, It's a great sign. We're gonna have to open up our airflow all the way because Wendy Vapes likes her airflow always fully open. And we'll go ahead and go on top and take a vape, and I'll tell you my thoughts about it. Let's go. Okay, so here we are, and let's go ahead and take a vape. Herakles RTA Mini. That's some serious stuff right there. Okay, so this has just jumped up to being my favorite RTA. Do you see the cloud production? And I'm vaping on my Milk Money strawberry milk, and it's super flavorful, and clouds, you can see it. I'm in shock. I'm very happy. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already a subscriber. And if you have any comments, suggestions, or maybe advice that you would like me to do a tutorial or a review on, just leave it in the comments below and I'll see what I can do about it. If you have any friends that are new to building and want to learn how to build just simple builds, my first few videos are just about simple builds. I'm not yet into RTAs. And then more recently, I started the RTAs. So I'm liking the RTA builds. I'm going to continue with them as best I can when I get them. And I'll also be leaving a link to the juice review, the YouTube video that I did for the juice review, so that you can also view that. And yeah, and I can't wait to see you on the next build. Bye.